Hello again, this is part 2 of the building creation tutorial. So we stopped at the Wildhammer Tower. We saved it as MDL with new imported geosets. And first of all, I would like to fix some visibility issues, because as you can see, some part of it is not visible in the stand animation. So we are going to open the MDL file in text editor, and we are going to check the materials and geoset animations. So we have two materials, and let's check the alpha. So birth is invisible, which is, let it be invisible for now. The stand should be visible, but we need to fix some numbers. The death also should be visible for our goals. The decay animation should be, oh, it's complicated. Okay, we are going to go simple way. We are going to remove all that stuff and write down the decay manually. So decay will start at visible and end in transparent, and portrait should be fully visible. Oh no, 1, not 0. So 0 is transparent, 1 is not transparent. Birth, let it be like, I don't know, let it be 1, like not transparent for the sake of example for now. So the transparency runs to fully transparent only in the end of decay animation. We will copy that to second material to our eagle head, and for now leave it as is. Then we go to geosets. So geosets are a bit complicated here, because we need to, first of all, we need to create names for all our geosets, because it will be much more convenient to understand what is where and what piece is responsible for what. So we will start with 1. Geoset 1 is, or yeah, I will call it chimney, because it's a piece of chimney. Oh yeah, and we need an example of the naming. I will open the other file. Just wait a second. So we need level of detail, description, and name, and we're gonna need to put it here. Yeah, and each geoset should have level of detail 0 and some name that will tell you what is it needed for. So this is Windows, quite obvious. I will call it Windows. Next one, I'm using search by keyword geoset in order to find the particular section of the MDL file and add some data. Ctrl F, find and search. So the next one is like basis, like foundation bricks or something. I will call it foundation bricks. Next one, is door. Yeah. Next one is stairs. Next one is, I don't know how to spell it in English. Maybe it is wooden frames. Let it be wooden frames. Wood frames. Wood frames. Okay, next one is, what is next? Oh, round windows or circle windows. Next one is the walls, like the main building. Okay, main building. Next one is, oh, piece of head eagle. Really weird one, but let us still go. Unfortunately, we don't have a feature to merge geosets. We can merge it only by optimize, but it will minimize geosets, but it will merge all of them. So I cannot merge like particular checked geosets, so I need to have them as they are. So this is eagle head piece 01. Next one is probably eagle head piece 02. Next one is, oh, it's front bricks. Yeah, it's the wall bricks. Wall bricks. Next one is, I don't know what is next one. Need to check it. Okay, wall bricks 2. Or wall bricks back, something like that. Next one is wall bricks side. Okay, more wall bricks. Wall bricks. Oh, bricks 03. Next one is finally eagle head piece 3. Next one is wooden beams. Wooden beams. Next one is, my god, so many geosets. Again, wall bricks. Okay. Then we go further. It's bottom windows. Oh, seems like I did some mistake. So this is foundation, like the last geoset is is basically fundament or foundation or basis. I don't know how to spell it in English correctly. And the previous one is, I don't know, some concrete pieces. Concrete. And this is windows. And this is wall bricks. Yeah. Okay, we're going to save this and reopen this MDL file. So also, which is very important thing about Geosets is Geoset animations, but there is no Geoset animations here in this file, and that's okay for now. Okay, we have the tower, we have namings for all meshes, and we can finally save this as MDX and test how it looks in our map. Okay, so I imported the file and this is how it looks. Of course it needs some rotation and probably normals recalculation, because as you can see, the side walls are having very sharp normal and they are giving volume, and this side also, but front and back looks weird. But this is you know, the topic of the probably another video or another some tutorial. For now we achieved our first goal. We imported the custom-made model in game as a building that has animations, that has popcorn effects, that has collision, and we see that it works and we can continue on its animation. So regarding the building, default rotation, first of all, like in game it looks like this, and probably it's not the best angle. Usually it has, buildings in Reforged have either 35 or 30 or minus 35 or minus 20, so we will try to rotate it to, let's say, minus 35 across Z, and look at, oh, not the best thing, probably I needed to rotate it in the opposite direction, so rotate it to 35 and maybe a bit more, not 35, but let it be 45. Oh, sorry, it was not rotation but translation. Position type in, rotation type in 45. Okay, yeah. So I think that this is a good angle for a tower. We will see at least two sides, and we can stick to this rotation for now. So regarding animations, it is the most complicated part, and first I would like to start with importing the necessary parts for portrait animation and birth animation. So we need to import some pieces from the default models, like Scout Tower Birth. We are going to import the build-up meshes. We will just find here the mesh that has build-up texture, import only it, Then we will import only birth animation. Then we will click finish, and probably, yeah, we got it. We got the birth mesh. And after that we are going to import the portrait background. So in the same way, importing only one geoset, importing only one animation, time scale to, oh shit, I did a mistake. I did a mistake in previous import. I imported birth animation again, but I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. So again, when you are importing something and when you want to fit it to your existing animation, you need to set the option time scale to, not import as is. Let's see at this again. So we are going to import portrait background, and we are going to import portrait 1 animation and time scale it into pre-existing portrait 1 animation to fit them. And we are going to import one bone, the portrait background. So this piece will be tied to it and we won't have any issues with extra bones. Ta-da! Yeah, we got the portrait background. Now we are going to import the birth meshes. Yep, and birth meshes are, let's start with animation. We are going to import birth into birth, and only birth animation into birth. All others will be not imported. No bones import, no objects import, and no geosets except only one which contains the build-up structures, the build-up meshes with wooden, you know, those construction site meshes. Okay, let us check that we don't have any extra bones for now. Oh, still, yeah, we have matrix eater dummy. We will remove it. And we will reassign the construction site to root bone. Okay, so now we have a situation when our imported geosets are visible in stand animations, in death and decay, and this is wrong. How can we fix that? We are going to save this model and open it as MDL and look at this. We need to search for geoset ID, and after all geosets section in the MDL file there is a section of geoset animation, and this particular piece we are going to edit. So as you can see, the geosets that we have in the beginning of the MDL file, you can see that there is a description that it has number of geosets 21. It means that the last geosets, first geoset has ID 0, last geoset has ID 20, and we need to find ID 20 and knowing the fact that ID20 is the birth, we need to make it visible only in birth animation. So basically it is written here, but other animations after birth are not defined. We need to define them. We need to define that instant animation in the beginning and in the end, and in death animation beginning and end, in decay animation start and end. In all those time frames, this particular geoset should not be visible. It means that its alpha should be 0. And in this case, the geoset won't be displayed in the animation that you prescribed it as 0. Same thing we are going to make for portraits, but portrait will be visible only in portrait animations. Yeah, Sublime text is free, but sometimes you can see that message that you are proposed to purchase it. So we are going to open MDL file and look at the viewport, and as you can see, only in portrait we can see the background, only in birth we can see the birth mesh. Okay, regarding camera, portrait camera is default for the tower, and I think that from that distance the tower should be absorbing in a good angle. Yeah, we solved the issue with portraits and births, but we still have a complicated thing what to do in death in terms of motion of pieces of buildings, and what to do in birth. How to make this building gradually built. And this will be reviewed and described in next part.